Oh no, it's fine. It's fine.
I got something on the way in. Are you ready to... I've got a business lunch I gotta get to, so... Hey guys, it's me again, Dreamcast, ex-video games console turned video games analyst, backed by popular demand. It's actually a pretty important week for the video games industry. I'm sure you all know, needs no explanation. The Nintendo Switch is coming out soon. Nintendo, of course, great company. Of course, we did what they didn't until we didn't make consoles anymore. But up to that point, pretty big console release, you know, big marketing push. Everyone seems really excited about it. It takes me back to all the pre-release stuff before I came out. Just all the hype and the excitement, just the smiles. First question: will the lack of virtual console games on launch hurt the Nintendo Switch? Probably not, actually. Yes, they had a lot of success with the NES Classic Mini. What they need to be doing is taking the time to make the Virtual Console into a much broader user experience. I'm talking bringing the Mega Drive games back, maybe making the GameCube viable on there too. You know, really opening that up. Maybe some classic Dreamcast games, such as, I don't know, maybe this little bad boy here, Skies of Arcadia. Yes, it was available on the GameCube, but you can't get that nowadays. They didn't make enough because they thought Dreamcast games don't sell, but everyone wants it now, don't they? You know, put Sonic Adventure 2 on there. Sonic Shuffle, you know, all the classic. All of the classic Dreamcast games. Rush 2049. Ukulele. Because that's what people want. People don't buy Nintendo consoles just for the Nintendo experience. They buy it because they love games, and they love old retro games. And that's really what the Virtual Console should be about. So does it hurt the Switch to not have Virtual Console games at launch? Not if they'd be bad ones, like Donkey Kong Country or Super Mario Brothers. It's actually a pretty smart move of Nintendo to take the time to make sure the Virtual Console is right when it comes out. And does include classics from some other systems, such as the Mega Drive and the Dreamcast. It's just a throwback. It's just something retro. Sorry, am I too retro for you? Second question: is portability enough of a USP to make the Nintendo Switch a success? Well, I don't agree necessarily that it's the only USP. Nintendo's always had great first-party support across all its systems, so that in a way is sort of its USP. But yes, the portable nature of the Nintendo Switch is probably the biggest selling point. Of course, the Switch isn't the first console to try something like this. The Vita had a remote play option and cross saves. It's fantastic technology, and it is something that's very cool. Of course, we had this is basically the Nintendo Switch OG, the original concept. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not upset for them taking the idea. I think it's actually quite a cool thing that they're honoring the history of video games in this way. Yeah, the VMU is the memory card for the Dreamcast. It slots right in here. It's got like sort of a second screen display, a little bit like the Wii U. Wonder where they got that idea. So you would take it out and you could take your game on the go. So Sonic Adventure, the Chow Garden, you'd load up your Chow onto here. You go around with it, going on adventures, Chow Adventure and Chow Adventure 2. So it's basically the same thing. But yeah, even though the technology is very cool, you know, it's a very cool unit. Wasn't exactly a system seller. So if you ask me, I think Nintendo Switch is probably barking up the wrong tree a little bit if they think that alone is going to sell the system. Next question: if the Nintendo Switch were to fail, would that open up the doors for a Dreamcast 2? That's actually a really good question and a really smart one to ask. No, it wasn't the part of the questions you handed to me. It wasn't the part of the questions. No, you just had. Look, here's the part. I mean, I don't know how it would have got here otherwise. Someone definitely asked him. So, I wouldn't want to comment on the possibility of a Dreamcast 2. You know, it's a little bit embarrassing that anyone's actually asking. I'm never one of those types of consoles that would say, you know, never. Never say never is what I always say. If it were to fail, and Nintendo were to stop making consoles, and Xbox One were to fail, and Xbox were to stop making consoles, not many other games publishers out there know how to have made consoles in the past, so it would just seem natural. If the market were to go one way, then the market could continue in a way that could make that a possibility, yes. So thank you very much for asking that question. As usual, thanks for your support. It's great to get involved with the community, answer some questions. I really like the idea of opening up the industry. So thanks for asking me questions. Continue to send them into Rice Digital, and I'll continue to answer them. There was definitely a question. Well, I'm not doing any other questions, so cut it out if you want, but I mean, it's in the set you gave me. Yeah, well, I got to shoot off, so